Hey everybody, Aaron again, doing take 2 on Keane. Keane. Well, just to give, for those of you that aren't familiar with Keane, there's actually 2 of them. The other one is going to be a totally separate video. I could theoretically combine them, but I'm going to do Keane in one and the other person on the other. And I'm sure you guys, if I'm doing Keane, you probably know who's coming next. But, anywho, Keane is his claim to fame on YouTube is being one of the first atheist YouTube personalities. The first being supposedly the Amazing Atheist. Notice, I was never a fan of either one of these two. I mean, this is what's known about them, okay? Keane in particular, I think he's been on YouTube, I don't know, he's been on YouTube for a few years now. He's changed his account due to being banned or his account being shut down a few times. And the thing that he's notoriously known for is being a habitual ebeggar. And we all know how I feel, and most of you feel, about the e-begging on YouTube. It's more or less why you're here. On this channel, yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, Keane's, he gets his, I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it. He gets his rocks off, pretty much inciting people with his very skewed views around religion, politics. You know, I mean, he generates a ton of heat pretty much in any comment section he posts in, or any video that he makes. If you go and watch some of his stuff, it's number one, there's a lot of videos where he's flat out giving people the sob story to try to get them to give him money. It's pretty well documented, at least on YouTube, and if you Google him, that he hasn't had a job. He's able to put up 5, 6 videos every day. You know, I can't really say anything in that regard, because I do, sometimes 3, 4, and 5 videos a day, but you see what time of day mine are getting put up. I mean, reality is, and again, people don't know this for certain, with 100% certainty, unless someone else knows, and you can correct me, but at least from what's known about him, and people do their homework on the guy, he hasn't held a job now. He's basically been, I guess, living off his donations and AdSense revenue. I don't know. And having a YouTube channel, and knowing what the bigger, YouTubers get paid, being on the lower end, which, I mean, if you check his view count, he's not exactly PewDiePie, or one of the big, huge, like, YouTube channels. He's not that. He's nowhere near that. But you can't tell him he's not. I mean, in his mind, he's he's the top dog, But it's just, I mean, he'll make, like, really, and he makes songs about, there being no God, and just like all these things, and he does it just to troll people, piss them off, and then he gets banned, or he'll flip the script and become the victim, and 9 times out of 10, that's what he does. He will try to flip if you start to engage him, which I have a few times on one of my other accounts, you try to engage him about a topic, and at the end of the, you can put him in his place, 10 times over. He's the victim, even though he's the one who put he put the disrespectful song, or, because, I mean, that's one area that atheist or not, that is best just not to touch, because people are very protective of their religious stance, and, you know, whatever that may be, even if they are an atheist. Hell, there's atheists on YouTube that can't stand the guy. Just do a YouTube search of Brett Keane, and you look and see what happened, or what comes back in the search results. It's staggering, to be honest. It's really there's so many people that have come out, you know, produced a whole bunch of videos trashing the guy. You know, for basically the exact things, the same things that I've said. But, you know, just this guy falls under YouTube pond scum. It just for the reasons that I said. I mean, he says things just to hear himself say them. Doesn't care, you know, who it's going to offend. He doesn't care, you know, who. He just has no regard for anybody but himself. You know, he's very narcissistic. You know, it's just his entire demeanor. It's very standoffish. It's very deliberate. I mean, it's part of his shtick is to piss people off. On top of, you know, the people that like the guy, you know, he hits them up for money. You know, I mean, textbook, YouTube, ebeggar. I mean, my opinion is that basically these, you know, e-begging is the new Skid Row. Like, YouTube is the new Skid Row. You know, or the new, we'll just say Hollywood, right? And there's, you know, all the different streets, the channels, and then you've got Skid Row. And that's where these kinds of people are. You know, they're bums. You know, plain and simple, they're bums. They have nothing, no drive, no motivation, no passion, nothing. Well, their passion, you know, their passion is not working and not contributing anything to society. Brett Keane, I mean, like I said, research for yourself. Look the guy up. I'm very confident at the end of it that you'll agree. Alright guys, this one I'm going to keep short. There's more coming about him. There's a few more videos coming out about Brett Keane. I've got a bunch of videos that I'm working on now, so I just wanted to get this one out to kind of, you know, I felt bad about the screw up on the other video. So anyway guys, I hope you're doing good. Enjoy your evening. Peace.